Hey folks, this is Danny with Brazala Custom Lures, and we're here for the week of tournaments on January 18th. So we do have a few tournaments lined up for this week. Weather looks like it's going to be really good for that. It's supposed to be highs in the 50s. But anyway, no big bag shout out from last week. I think there was a tournament over at Lake Norrell. I think 2 people showed up. They tied for first place. I don't know all the details on that, but kudos to you guys for braving the snow. Going forward on our Big Bass shout out, for the Big Bass of the Week, Big Bag of the Week, we're going to do a $25 gift card. So when we give you guys a shout out here for your big bag, no matter where you are in the state, if you want to redeem that, you can just give us a call. You can go to the website or look us up on Google or wherever, and you can find our phone number on there. So just a little bit of awareness. What we want to start out on is, it's obviously cold out. The water temperatures are cold. Make sure that you guys are being safe out there. We had a few boating accidents. Nothing that I know of in the state that had to deal with bass boats or anything. There were 2 duck boat accidents that we know of that happened. One of them very tragic. The other one, I think everybody was okay on that one. So man, just watch your speed. You know, anything can happen in an instant with the water being as cold as it is. Hypothermia can set in really quick. Layer on your clothes, and also I always bring extra clothes with me in my vehicle, and just be aware of the conditions. The changing conditions are going to happen because it can change very quick, and let people know what ramp you're putting in. You know, just holler at somebody or let your spouse or a friend or something know, like, hey, I'm heading out and I'm putting in over at such and such boat ramp. That way, if something does happen where you're not coming home, they know where to start looking. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the tournaments. We've got the Greer's Bassmaster tournaments that are going on. They're taking out Devil's Fork this Saturday. Northeast Arkansas BASS Trail going out of Norfolk. And then we've got Sherwood Bass Club and the Hamilton Winter Series. Hamilton Winter Series changed from Sunday to Saturday due to the weather of how cold it's going to be on Sunday. So it's their last tournament. I do know there was conversation between the 2 teams. Everybody's cool with it. They will both be going out of the hatchery over at Hamilton. So guys, be safe out there. Water temperatures seem to be ranging from 42 to 48. Those were the reports that we're seeing and that we're getting out there. So with the sun coming up a little bit, you know, some of the wood and stuff like that's going to be nice and warm. So there will probably be a little bit of a shallow bite, but most of the stuff's going to be out deep, just like we did talk about last week. Most all the lakes are all good to go except for Greeson. Greeson is 6 1/4 foot low, but everything else looks like it's at normal pool, right at just a smidge above or a smidge below. So anyway, what's working? Obviously, shaking a minnow. The TKOs, the Rollin' Strollins, or your tungsten heads, all those jig head minnow type stuff. Sack shads, Driftwood Customs, the new 4-inch hover player shad, like all that stuff's working out there. Shaking it in front of the minnow, in front of those fish. A tip for you guys to get your thump gel or your, you know, any of your scents and stuff like that, and make sure and use that on there. That usually helps finish off that bite. Obviously the A-rig is still working. A-rig's still working out there, doing the same thing we talked about, dragging that thing down really low, really slow. Sometimes they get around those brush piles. You can pull a few off of those brush piles. And our spoons, the good old classic spoons, these are live on the website now. We've never had them on the website. They're available in 2 packs. These baits right here will catch everything in the lake. Great for forward facing sonar. And this style right here is the this is the Brinco spoon that we purchased way back in 2021, and it's been a staple around the central Arkansas area and across the state. So you guys can either go to Trader Bill's and they have them over there in 10 packs, or you can holler at us and we've got them in 2s on the website for, I guess, basically like $5 is what they're on the website for. Something else that we're getting a report, obviously your football jig is starting to pick up the pace a little bit on the bite. These fish are starting to stage up a little bit better and getting stacked up on your channel swings and your points and such. But the hair jig, we're getting some reports of people using hair jigs. Now, we don't have the lightweight hair jigs that everybody's typically been using around our area. We've got a few that we've been people have been purchasing. We've had some people tying for us, and we're going to start carrying some hair jigs and stuff like that here pretty soon, you know, for the future. So with all that being said, 4 tournaments this week. Next week looks like it's not very not a lot of events going on next weekend. But I wanted to let everybody know that we're open all this week. Our show season is about to start, so we're about to start traveling. So we're going to be in and out of the shop quite a bit. We will keep you notified on our Facebook page of when we will be closed and gone to a show. So if you guys need stuff for tournaments, give us a shout. Make sure you're within that realm. We'll be here for the entire rest of the week. And then next week on the 20th and 21st, we'll be here in the shop all day. But after that, we're headed to Knoxville. We'll leave on the 22nd, and the shop will be back open on the 27th. So be safe out there, and appreciate you guys watching.